How do you make your animation zoom in, pan back and forth, or shake? This video will explain the basics of camera movement. So when animating in Adobe Flash, many animators will use what is called a VCam, or virtual camera. All this is a box that you can move around the stage, and everything inside the box is what you will see when you publish the movie. So first, I'm going to teach you how to make your own VCam. Click on the link in the description. Adam Phillips, the creator of the Brackenwood series, has provided a simple tutorial on his forum, along with the code you will need to make it. If you're working in ActionScript 3, which is likely, you will need to copy this code by clicking here and pressing Ctrl-C. Then in Flash, draw a rectangle. The colors don't matter at all, it's up to you. I like to make the outline color black and the fill color white, and the alpha of the white set to 10% so I can see through it while still being able to click it easily. The most important aspect of the rectangle is the size and proportion. It should be the same size and proportion as your stage. To find the size of your stage, press V and click the stage. In the Properties panel, it will display your size. So click on your rectangle and write the corresponding width and height in here, making sure to uncheck the Lock Proportions box. To align it with the stage, change the position to 0 and 0. Then convert it to a symbol by pressing F8. Change it to a movie clip, make sure the registration is set to the middle, call it VCam, and hit OK. Double click on the VCam, click outside the VCam to deselect it, click on the Actions tab, and paste the code you copied a while back. Double click to return to the main timeline, and you're done. Okay, so now how do you make it zoom in and move around and stuff? All basic camera movements are achieved with classic tweens. To make a camera move from left to right, press F6 to make the first keyframe, move forward to the frame where you want the camera movement to end, press F6 again, and this time move the VCam where you want it to stop. Then right-click the space in between the two keyframes and hit Create Classic Tween. When you play it, you'll see your camera is moving. To make it a slower movement, space the keyframes farther apart. If you want it to be faster, space the keyframes closer together. Now click F12 to watch a published preview, and you'll see what the camera movement will look like in the finished animation. To make the camera zoom in, do the same thing, but instead of moving the camera on the second keyframe, press Q, select the camera, and make it smaller. Now when you publish it, you'll see that when you make the camera smaller, everything else gets bigger. And again, if you want it to be a slower zoom in, space the keyframes farther apart, and if you want it to be a quick zoom in, push them closer together. To give the camera smooth movement, I recommend using a custom ease. You do this by clicking on any frame in between the two keyframes, going to the Properties panel, clicking on the pencil, clicking on the black points, and dragging their handles to the bottom and the top to give the curve a nice S shape. This will make the camera move much more smoothly. Last, to make the camera shake, in the event of a punch or an explosion, move the camera frame by frame to simulate a shake. Press F6 a number of times. I usually do 6 or 8 times. On the first frame, move the camera to the left by using the arrow keys and count how many times you press it. Then on the next frame, move the camera to the right the same number of times. On the next frame, move the camera about half the distance of the first frame to the left. Do the same on the next frame, but to the right. Continue this pattern, moving the camera half as much to the left and right every 2 frames. You can also make the shake go up and down or diagonally. Now when you publish it, you'll see your finished shake. You can experiment to make your shake more crazy too. I just shared my method because it's an organized way to make a realistic camera shake. And that's about it. Please leave a like if this was helpful to you, and also leave a comment to suggest another topic to learn. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So how do you get your animations from Flash to YouTube while retaining the most quality in both the image and the sound? I'm going to explain the process I use. So let's say you have a finished animation with sound and everything, and now you want to upload it to YouTube. Here's the basic process. 1. Export it as a SWF file. 2. Convert it to MP4 using SWF.